Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hassan Khan, and thanks again for watching another episode of Time2Football. You know that football season is around when the weather starts to get cooler and the leaves start to turn brown, and election season is up in the air, where every political candidate promises you better job security than a Cleveland Browns starting quarterback. Today, I will be giving you my Week 2 NFL picks for every game this week. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. It's time to football! Here you go, ladies and gentlemen, my picks for this week of NFL football. How accurate are we in predicting these correctly? So far for the entire season, we have a 68.8% success rate. And this week's episode of Time to Football is brought to you by Corn Pops. Corn Pops! Cookies aren't for breakfast. The New Orleans Saints versus the New York Giants. What an amazing game that was last year. Eli Manning and Drew Brees combining for 13 passing touchdowns. In this game, I'm going with the Saints on the road. The Tennessee Titans versus the Detroit Lions. I'm going with the Lions. The Cowboys versus Redskins. I like the Redskins. The Chiefs versus Texans, a playoff rematch from last year. Can the Chiefs pull off a victory again? The answer is yes. Going with the Chiefs. The Miami Dolphins versus the New England Patriots. Jimmy Garoppolo advances the Patriots to a 2-0 record. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns. Not looking good for Browns fans, but unfortunately, sad to say, what else is new? Going with the Ravens. The 49ers versus the Panthers. Hey, I have no idea which team the Nature Boy Ric Flair supports nowadays. Google this if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But for this game in particular, I'm going with the Panthers to pull out this victory. The Bengals versus Steelers. It's a hard one to choose who's going to win. I'm going to lean towards the Steelers, but don't be surprised if the Bengals pull this one out. The Buccaneers versus the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals. The Seahawks versus the Rams. If you're like me and you actually stayed up till 1 a.m. watching how atrocious that Rams offense is, I don't blame you. Makes sense. It was pretty entertaining. I'm going with the Seahawks. The Atlanta Falcons versus the Oakland Raiders. Hey, you know how the Falcons typically do good in the beginning of the year and then later on in the season they suck? Well, maybe this year it's reversed where they do bad in the beginning and then later on they're going to do awesome and they're going to make the playoffs and then they're going to win the Super Bowl. Give me a break. I'm a Falcons fan. The Jaguars versus the Chargers. Going with the Chargers on the West Coast. The Colts versus Broncos. Surprisingly, I like the Colts. Sunday Night Football. The Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings. Hey, it doesn't matter who's starting at quarterback for the Vikings. The Packers are going to pull this one off. And last and definitely least, the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Chicago Bears. Props to Carson Wentz for throwing 270 yards and 2 touchdowns in his NFL debut. However, for this game, I'm going to go with the Bears. Well, those are all my picks for this week. That's all we have planned for you on this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to this channel. Also, hit me up on Instagram and the Twitter at It's Hassan Khan. Who are you picking to win this week of the NFL games? If you just want to talk about football, whatever it is, I don't care. Just hit me up and we shall talk. And remember, this is the place to go for your NFL news, content, entertainment, and you want to feature football pleasure. I'm here to deliver the best of the NFL sets. Deshaun Jackson's game-winning punt return touchdown against the New York Giants. I have ambitions of being an NFL sportscaster, the voice of the voiceless, and the kid with the bullet soul, telling you too can pursue your passions if you just stay hungry.